It's a strange segue.
We're actually talking about home inspections. Today we are talking about how to prepare for a home inspection when you are the seller.
When you are the seller.
Nobody talks about that a lot.
That's a good
Right,
point.
because home inspections are basically for the buyer, right? But, you know, obviously the seller has something to do with it. So your house is on the market,
Yep.
you're in a contract, they're about to come through for an inspection. You are the seller. What do? Do you do nothing? Do you prepare? What do you do? So here's what I always tell my sellers. I say, look, you know what's wrong with your house.
Yeah.
Okay? You know what they're gonna find. Every house has its quirks. Every house has its little things, right? You may or may not know them. And I'm not talking about latent defects. I'm not talking about the water that trickles in every time it rains heavy. I'm not talking about the massive roof leak that you just repainted to get your house on the market.
Right.
Those things you should disclose.
Right.
But I'm talking about the odd things. That window that's a little hard to open up, that weird socket that might trip when you have 10 things plugged in at one time. These little things, okay? So first of all, the first thing you do to prepare is just know. Like, these things will be discovered.
Yeah.
So expect them to be discovered, right? So that's the first thing. The other thing I tell my sellers to prepare for is the actual cost that's going to be to repair these items. So I tell my sellers to expect to spend about 1% in total to get through the inspection process.
Oh, that's okay. It's more than I thought.
That's usually what I prepare them for.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope it's not that much, but sometimes sometimes little issues become big issues. So if I have them prepare for that, then they can be ready.
It feels like a win.
Feels like a win. Not every house is perfect. In fact, no house is
right.
perfect.
Not even new construction house.
No. So there will always be something. And then I think the last thing as a seller that you need to know about home inspection is the buyer does have the right to walk away. So they're going to give you a list, and sometimes the list can be ridiculous, but if you don't do them, they can walk away.
Right.
It is a negotiation technically, yes, but also technically the buyer can walk away.
Yeah.
So just be prepared, just understand that. So if you're not going to do all three things, the buyer can walk away.
Yeah. And those were all great points.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
The only thing that I would add is that, since I deal mainly with buyers,
Yeah.
is that, and we're going to talk about this tomorrow, so we won't get too into it, but we know on the buy side that you're not going to fix everything. I know, like, hustle it. I prepare my people, they're not going to fix everything.
Right, yeah.
So we know that you as a seller are not going to fix everything. You know that we as the buyer are probably going to throw stuff on there that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
The agents can typically work it out unless it's crazy.
Just be logical. Look from both sides. Look at the inspection logically.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, be like, oh, they would want that leak fixed.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I would want it fixed if I was buying my house.
That should work, right?
Yeah.
They should have a functioning AC unit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. See you tomorrow. Yeah.